That's out of the stadium!
Let's go! Come on! Something! Come on! Ah!
Swing and a miss!
There's a lot of fun.
Don't throw it wide!
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Season 10's AAA favorites lock in on one another tonight in a high-powered rematch of the Season 9 quarterfinals. Reigning Von Asen winner Rainey looks to contain the powerhouse that is two-time most improved player, Phillies Rock. The Moons, the Yellowfins. The AAA season begins now!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to XBL Opening Day. I'm Floribel, your play-by-play announcer, and with me this time on color commentary is League co-commissioner Dwayne. Dwayne, we've got some AAA action coming up between two of the best players in AAA. Are you ready for this?
I'm very, very excited. Give me one second. Had my monitor on there. But yep, Floorball, I'm just as excited as you are for this one. It's going to be an electrifying matchup. The number 1 and number 2 power ranked players in the AAA setup right now are going to be facing off in just a few moments. So it really doesn't get better than this for an opening day matchup.
We have two very different, in my opinion, approaches to the game with these two highly ranked players, the number 1 and the number 2. You have Rainey, who is mostly thought of a get-on-base, steal, small ball, manufactured run type of player. And then when I think of Phillies Rock, I think of swinging for the fences. So it's going to be very interesting to see if those dynamics shift at all in this opening day matchup, their first games here in Season 10.
Yeah, absolutely. There couldn't be more of a contrast in style. And we saw last season in the semifinals where the ego kicked up to 83 that Phillies was really able to hold his own in that semifinal. He made it as the number 6 seed that far into the playoffs, and he really was able to, get behind the ball and express a good eye. So it's going to be interesting to see, like you said, his hitting first style now on 83, the AAA's hitting ego, as we established over the offseason. And Rainey pumping things up to 83, he should be just as good in his pitching game. That translates as good as ever no matter what, because it's always going to be on 90 ego. Just going to be really, really exciting in that contrast of styles.
Yeah, we'll see if Phillies Rock can still hit the long ball at this boosted ego. I think he can, but it'll be interesting to see if he can do it against the expert pitching of Rainey in this opening day AAA match of the week. We're going to get that brought to you in just a few moments, folks. Stay with us. All right, and we're loading in here to Colonial Plaza. It will be the home field of the Moons for Season 10. Now they're going to start off their AAA season, taking on Phillies Rock, two absolutely dominant teams. You can see Phillies Rock there with the balanced team loadout. Plus Moons with that Speed Demons, iconic at this point, I believe, for Rainey, I would say. And I was talking a bit earlier about his ability to manufacture runs, get on base, steal over, hit and runs, all of that good stuff. We will likely see a lot of that from Rainey in this first series, whereas Phillies Rock, batting-wise, they both share that 4-bar power, 4-bar contact. Phillies likely might have wanted to do 5-bar power. However, that has been ruled as something you cannot use here in Season 10.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Like you said, he's going to be power first, but Rainey, the expert pitcher as always, is going to have an approach here. He knows Phillies Rock well from, scrimmaging in the offseason, playing against him in last season's playoffs. I believe Phillies is the one who knocked Rainey out of the quarterfinals as well. But on the first pitch, Phillies is going to get us started with a gapper, and it should be extra bases.
And that's what Phillies Rock has been able to do in the below 90 ego batting area. 83 ego, he says, I'll take that for a ride. Drills one to start off the game. One pitch and a double. Already a runner in scoring position here for Phillies Rock. And the Yellowfin, a new team looking for the Phillies Rock this season.
Yeah, the Yucca Valley Yellowfin, excuse me. I can't find the right word. It's just a new look for him from the Arctic Bay Narwhals he was last season. So going from Narwhals to Yucca Valley.
Yeah, a bit of a change in scenery, I would say, for this team. As this one is hit towards center field, Phillies getting a bit fancy on the base paths. Bluffs towards home, makes Rainey throw towards home, and then is able to take second. So a nice double there manufactured by Phillies Rock. So second and third with nobody out. Jack Crawford at the plate against Alan Harden. 5-pitch arsenal for this pitcher, but that low velo, Phillies has been all over it so far. And Harden having trouble finding the plate here against Crawford. The 3-0 misses, and the bases are now loaded for Phillies.
Yeah, 2 runners in scoring position. Like I said, bases juiced after the walk. And Rainey's got a really big jam to navigate through here in the first inning. Quite the way to start the season, but if anybody can get out of this, he can. Let's see how he manages to try and do it.
He has to go up first against the cleanup batter. Mercy Strong favors that low pitch, but that one in the middle of the zone, lifted to Bell in center, should be deep enough to score. The throw at the plate, not in time, and the Yellowfin strike first on the sac fly. 1-0 they lead.
If you're Rainey, you got to be happy that's all you've given up just so far on that one. A light sac fly to center field, and the runner just barely gets there. That's probably Philly's fastest runner because not a lot put into speed, I believe, in his team.
You can't really repeat that here on this one, as getting into a good count there was Harden, able to lead him off the plate with that two-seamer, I believe. And it was the two-seamer. Got him chasing it. Weak fly on the infield for out number 2. So first and second, 2 outs here for Villarreal. Blazes that one. Rainey has to dive, leave her feet, the throw to first. In time. What a play from the shortstop, keeping it at 1 run scored for the Yellowfin.
Yeah, and Phillies had bases loaded with no outs there in that inning, and only 1 run was produced. So Rainey really a great job getting out of that jam. Let's see now with all that, all those points he's put into the batting stats of his team, what he's able to produce.
Yeah, 4 power, 4 contact. Usually you do see some sacrifice in power or contact. Usually power on these Speed Demons teams. Not here for Rainey. Sticking with the 4-4-5. This one grounded to Villarreal. Throw to first in time for out number 1. This brings up Alan Rainey. That one misses inside. 4-seamer, 2-seamer, change up curveball for Gloria Hurls. Low velo, low junk, middle of the road accuracy. The 3-0 in there for a strike. Rainey taking that one. The 3-1 in there down the middle, and it's poked through the hole. Crawford dives, able to keep it from going into left field, but the throw not in time, and that's where that Speed Demon boost comes in for the Moons. You can see all that speed there on first base and a ton of speed here with the player at the plate, Gemma Rainey.
Yeah, not just speed either. Look at the stats you just saw in Alan Rainey and now Gemma Rainey. They're just absolute beasts for hitters, especially at the top of the order. So Rainey's going to be looking to produce any way he can. It's going to be meticulous about it. He goes for the hit and run there. Crawford is able to pick it up, so he gets an out at first. And Rainey stays at second base.
Yeah, there's the fancy footwork we were seeing from Rainey. The hit and runs, the stealing. That's what Rainey is known for. Not necessarily the powers. Grounds out towards Villarreal, and that'll end the inning. So the Moons get a hit, but nothing else. They trail 1-0, and the Yellowfin back up to bat with the bottom of their order. Alan Harden delivers. That one swung on and missed, a strike. The 0-1 misses just a bit outside. Goes with the changeup. This will be off the plate, taken all the way. The 2-1 to Orville Frigate. Swung on towards the gap in left field. A good hit. Bell leaves his feet. A diving catch. What a play.
That was a huge play by Rainey there. You did not want to start another inning off for Phillies Rock with a leadoff double just like he did in the first inning. So for Pop Bell to be able to get there on that one, that was huge.
And see, Speed Demons doesn't just come into effect. That 5-bar speed on offense as well as defense, able to track down balls like that one as Rainey gets to right field in time to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 away on a couple of hard hit balls from Phillies Rock. Harden back up to neutral mojo after being tense in the first. Pitching against the opposing pitcher, Gloria Hurls here, as that one is drilled towards center fielder. Bell picks up, throws it to first. Runner is safe, so the pitcher is aboard. Lineup turns over here for the Yellowfin with 2 outs.
Yeah, that curveball was a hanger. It doesn't matter who you're hitting with. You're not going to miss that one. But on the first pitch, Phillies with his leadoff hitter smashes it right into the dirt, right over to Gemma Rainey, and Rainey cleans it up easily.
The Moons turn to bat again. Power and contact. See, these are the kinds of batters, even though you don't have 5-bar power anymore, you can still get some players with some amazing power stats. As that one just a bit under it. Shavewell makes the catch in left field for out number 1. Kayla Rainey steps up into the batter's box. The whole Rainey family is here on display in this Moons lineup. Gloria Hurls misses just a bit inside. The 2-0 here to Kayla in there for a strike. Hurls is doing a decent job, but that one is ripped up the middle. Another hit and a bit of a fumble there from Patel. It doesn't cost them anything, but runner on first now and 1 out with Josh Gibson at the plate. Steeler trait there at first base as that one is hammered. Deep center field. Does it have the juice? It doesn't. Colonial and Shaka, I would say, the only ballparks where that is not a home run. Instead, a 1-run double. An RBI double, I should say. And the Moons have tied this game up.
Yeah, first pitch swinging with Rainey there. Absolutely crushed it. Can't hit it much farther. And there goes Gibson for third. He's going to get in there safely after a great jump.
Good steal there from Rainey. And look at the speed there. There's not a lot of speed to speak of. Grounded towards third base. Can't come up with it. And that will score the run. And that is what the Moons are known for. Although Rainey did almost blast a home run out in center field earlier. But that little small ball action, stealing from second over to third and then hitting that infield shot, able to score a run as that one is lined into the glove of the second baseman. The Moons have the lead now, 2-1. Runner on first, 2 outs. Swings at that first one towards the hole. A lot of speed on this offense. The throw to the pitcher just in time as he covers first to get the out there to end the inning. But the Moons take the lead, 2-1. Part of this Phillies Rock lineup due up, however, 2-3-4 batters. Salvador Patel steps in.
Yeah, I think that is as close to a bang-bang play as you're going to see that we just saw for the third out at first base. But Rainey just unable to quite get there with that speed. Now he's got to pitch again and pitch carefully. You see he's pretty much pitching to contact because Philly is exhibiting a pretty good eye. That one might find some gap space, and Patel's got great speed, so he's going to get at least a single.
Yeah, that was a good pitch there from Rainey. Screwball just off the plate, but Phillies Rock able to put enough mustard on that one to find the gap and get aboard with a leadoff single. A lot of speed on the bag at first as that one first pitch is ripped into left field. Another base hit. First and second with nobody out. Here come the Yellowfin.
Yeah, that one was not in a bad spot. A pretty well-located fastball from Rainey. But Phillies puts a great swing on it, just inside outs it.
And Phillies Rock, I'm sure, looking to get this starting pitcher back to tense. But he chases this one out of the zone. Bell catches it in deep center field. A hell of an arm there in center field, is able to throw it to third and keep the runner second. That's a big move there for the defense of the Moons.
Yeah, keep that speed at second base. Make Phillies have to get a hit to try and get that runner in and tie the game.
Blunder Robinson blasts that blunder of a pitch, hung over the zone, into the gap in right field. 1 run will score. The next runner coming, rounding third, and then thinks about it, heads back to third. So an RBI double. The game's tied right back up. Dwayne, are we ready to see some back and forth action between these two players?
Yeah, I think we are. These two are both, highly ranked for a reason. They both have great offensive prowess. Rainey known for his pitching as well, so he's going to try and keep it close as best as he can. But Phillies with that explosive offense, as we're seeing, just is mashing every single mistake.
And Rainey able to get Phillies to chase on a pitch well out of the zone on that first pitch. And getting a quick out there. That's big for the Moon. So now 2 outs with runners on second and third. Harden at neutral. Mojo. Frigate swings at that one. Weak contact towards Rainey, who is playing shallow. Has to go all the way back to the warning track, but plenty of time to get under it. Makes the grab. Strands 2 runners in scoring position for the Yellowfin. This game's tied back up. Alan Rainey drills that one towards center field. A diving effort by the center fielder Patel, and isn't able to come up with it. It'll go down as a lead-off single. Big break there for the Moons. Broken bat on this first pitch. Crawford picks it up, grabs it before it hits the ground. Rainey wisely sending the runner back to first in time.
Yeah, swinging first pitch, back-to-back there. Gets the runner on first with the first hit, but then shears his bat off, and now he's got himself still a decent situation with all that speed at first base and one of his best hitters in Jocelyn Rainey at the plate.
The cleanup batter, RBI man, is active, and you can see Phillies there checking the runner at first a couple of times. Does not want to give Jocelyn Rainey that extra boost. We'll see if the runner takes off here on the 1-2. The delivery, runner does not go. Big check swing on that high pitch. The 2-2 to Jocelyn. Runner takes off, and it's a hit and run, and it pays off for the Moons. First and second with 1 out. Hit through the hole made from that hit and run.
That was nicely done by Rainey to just poke it the other way, waited on that fastball nicely. Now he's got himself an even better situation. Look at all that speed on the bases, and Bo Tanner's got great power, just needs a strike to hit. He's going after a couple pitches there that are, you know, pretty far out of the strike zone, so he's got to exhibit some patience. That one, a floater to short, will be called by Crawford.
No patience at all in that at-bat after exhibiting an immense amount of strategy and precision in the previous one. So now first and second with 2 outs for Kayla Rainey, who's 1 for 1 on the day with a single. The 2-0, taken all the way, and that was a hanging curveball. The 2-1 swung on right into the glove of Crawford for out number 3. So the Moons strand a pair of their own. Game stays tied, bottom of the order, 8-9-1 due up for the Yellowfin.
Yeah, and these teams even on hits through 3 innings. You can tell this is going to be a really, really electric matchup. So back and forth. Rainey's still working with that low velo starter. He should be able to get a little bit further with him, but his pitch count reaching 50.
2-1 is grounded to Tanner. Steps on the bag for out number 1. Brings up the pitcher, Gloria Hurls. Top of the 4th inning. She will be staying in this game. Doing a pretty good job. Both these pitchers doing a decent job, holding their opposing teams to only 2 runs each so far. So that one is hit weakly up the middle, and Hurls can add another hit to her list of accomplishments in this game. As the lineup turns over, Justin Shavewell, runner on first, 1 out. Fastball misses just a bit low from Harden. Low velo, high junk from this junk baller starter. Finds the corner there with a good strike. Not a lot of speed on the bag from Hurls. The 2-1 off the plate. Phillies not chasing this time. Changeup in the zone is hammered into the glove of Rainey. The throw to first in time for the double play. What a throw, Dwayne.
Absolutely, what a double play. Rainey had to get it done there. He had to be, you know, on point. So precise. And that was just amazing. What a double play. We are seeing some great action here on opening day.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that play developing, I thought there was no chance of the double play happening. Rainey proving me wrong and then hammering this one up the middle for a leadoff single. The Moons looking to take the lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yeah, another inning where Rainey gets on base early. Let's see if he's able to, you know, kind of lengthen some of these at-bats and find a way to move those runners around. He's had some difficulty swinging at the first pitch, but now he's starting to exhibit a little bit of patience. Here's the bunt.
Lays down the bunt. Not a lot of speed on the bag at first and can't get to first in time with the batter, but he does move that slower runner over to second. Pitcher up to bat. We'll see what he does here. He swings at the first pitch, grounds it to Villarreal, throws it to first for out number 2, but now that leadoff single, the runner aboard there already on third base for Pop Bell, who's an RBI dud, swings at the first pitch. That'll find grass on the weak hit, and the Moons take the lead on the RBI single.
Yeah, there goes Rainey. He keeps revving that engine, just swinging first pitch early in the at-bat, and it's working out so far. He's got himself a 3rd run now after moving that runner quickly, and another first pitch swing might find some grass, and it's off Patel again in center field.
Patel is just having a rough day, and an error there from Patel. Not an error, but a mistake there from Patel, throwing to the cutoff man between second and third instead of throwing it to second, allowing Rainey to have runners now on second and third as this one is hammered on the ground right at Crawford, throws it to first in time. So another pair of runners in scoring position are stranded, but the Moons do take a 3-2 lead. Patel looking to redeem his defensive woes. He's 2 for 2 at the plate. The first pitch swung on, lifted to shallow center field. That won't do it, Dwayne.
No, it won't. Phillies has to definitely take a deep breath after, a little bit of frustration there in center field, because even though he's had some drops and a lot of runners on base, it's only a one-run ball game, and his offense is more than capable of coming back here. But it's going to be tit for tat all the way through, I think. Rainey got 1 run last inning. I wouldn't be surprised if Phillies manages to put one up here or in the next one. It's just a matter of when.
That low change, which can get so many batters to swing, Phillies Rock does not offer at it. The payoff pitch swung on, hammer towards left. Rainey going back at the wall. It's going to bounce off of the wall. Rainey has an arm. The throw to second base, not in time. A nice one-out double there from the Yellowfin.
Yeah, that was a really, really strong double there. He hit it well. He's been hitting balls hard all game. Rainey just can't make a mistake, because that's where Phillies is able to capitalize. He's using really good patience, but there are those rare moments where he's been swinging a bit out of the zone. You can tell he's pressing a bit.
And that hanging curveball is belted to deep center field, but that big field of Colonial helping him out. Bell with a great throw to third, but again, just not in time. The runner able to tag up from second to third. That brings up Blunder Robinson with runner on third and 2 outs. We'll see if Rainey can hold another runner in scoring position.
Yeah, he had another one of those hard-hit doubles, did Blunder Robinson.
And Alan Harden's stats, you can see, seriously starting to diminish here. Almost 70 pitches thrown here in just the top of the 5th inning. That low change misses, so a 4-pitch walk to Robinson. Runners at the corners now with 2 outs for Cole Villarreal. And Rainey might be done with Harden here. Still at neutral mojo, but like I was saying, we're going to be seeing a double switch here. And Milo Townsend comes into the game. High velo, mid-junk, low accuracy, so a very different pitcher than the one he was starting the game with.
Yeah, Milo Townsend, definitely one I would consider the relief ace for this Moons team. So Rainey, bringing in the quick hook, just wants to keep this close and get out of this jam.
Gets him to chase that changeup with the K-Man activating. Goes outside with the heat. Phillies able to lay off the 103-mile-per-hour blazer. The 2-2. Low, gets some weak contact on it. Rainey's going to have to hurry. Not able to pick it up on the dive. The Yellowfin tie it up. First and third with 2 outs, 3 apiece. We stand here in the 5th.
Yeah, and Salvador Patel probably in the dugout singing his praises to the baseball gods that Rainey manages to drop one out there in the outfield, and Philly's able to tie this game. That one, yeah, just inches from being fair.
And Philly rips one just foul down the third base line there. The 1-2 screwball over the plate freezes Phillies. What a pitch there from Rainey to leave 2 on the base paths, but yet again, the game is tied back up. Rainey chasing that first pitch, ground out to start the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, that was just an expert screwball. I mean, Phillies was absolutely buckled. It's high in the zone, definitely a hittable pitch, but you just don't expect it there sometimes, and left him ice cold there standing at the plate.
Bit of a protective swing there, that inside pitch. Hits it foul. The 1-2 from Hurls. Grounded hard on the ground to Crawford, who picks it up, throws it to first. That's too quick away here. Kayla Rainey up to bat, nobody on. Gloria Hurls still in the game. Wants to hit the 5-inning threshold that her opponent could not. But that one is ripped up the middle for a 2-out single. This inning continues. Josh Gibson steps up. He's 2 for 2 already on the day. Runner takes off. Hit towards what the hole used to be, but Villarreal was going to cover second in time to meet the ball and throws it to first to end the inning. And that is where the hit and run can bite you in the back.
Yeah, absolutely. When you pull that fielder out of positioning and they just happen to be in that perfect spot, when you really get a hold of one that's going to find its way through the infield, that definitely sucks. But hey, either way, it just comes with the territory.
That one blasted. That's a leadoff single for Phillies. Was able to tie the game back up last inning and is looking to take the lead here. This could be it for Gloria Hurls. 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles. And instead of leaving her in, he goes to a lefty here for a lefty-on-lefty matchup. Thaddeus Dunlap in with big contact but no power. Very interesting decision just from this point of view, but then again, not familiar with the bench options for Phillies. A great screwball there. Finds the corner. You cannot find a better screwball than that one. What a pitch.
That baby had all the horizontal movement and just pinpoint accuracy. That's an art form right there.
Take a curveball and put it horizontal like you said. Like, that is what that pitch was. Unbelievable. And a big high heater swung on and missed there. This K-Man for the Moons. Milo Townsend is going to work so far. He's allowed 2 hits, but struck out 3 here in this 1 inning of relief. This one is grounded towards Shepard, picks up, throws it to Washington at first. That'll end the inning. So a leadoff hit for the Yellowfin, but nothing else. As now Phillies Rock goes to the bullpen. Matthew Shepard stepping in for the Moons, and Jimmy Renette. 4-seamer cutter curveball change. That's a very familiar pitch arsenal that we should be seeing a lot this season throughout these teams, as that one is lifted right in front of home plate for Dismal. Makes the catch for out number 1. Rainey struggling to find some offensive momentum since earlier in the game.
Yeah, I think he already pulled out the double switch, so he's got Odin Washington here in the 9-hole, trying to find a little bit more power. As you can see, taking a bit of speed out of his team, I believe I don't remember his original first baseman, but that one hit hard to second for out number 2. Rainey's still having a bit of trouble digging deep for some of these at-bats.
And with this new reliever, Jimmy Renette, the Phillies Rock has decided to go K-Man versus K-Man here. And Rainey was able to get some lumber on that K-Man pitch. Oh, this one's off the glove of the K-Man, picks it up, throws it to first. Not in time, and there it is again. Speed Demon, that has to be max speed. I'm looking at that bar right there, Dwayne.
Yeah, absolutely. He's very, very close to all the way up, even that smaller part of the bar. So any more locked in, and Alan Rainey will be in good shape. He's got to find something to hit here. Got the stealer at first base, a ton of speed to accompany that. So a gapper will untie this game, but a hit it must be had with 2 outs.
Yeah, 3 for 3 here. Swung on and missed. The runner takes off. It was a hit and run attempt. Did not pay off, or did not work out, but was able to steal second base as this one is hammered towards Strong at third base, who picks it up before it hits the ground. And that'll end the inning. We head to the top of the 7th. A lot of hits from both of these teams, but they're tied at 3.
Yeah, a lot of getting out of jams for the both of them. Rainey, I think, doing Phillies a few favors, swinging early in some of these at-bats, and Phillies just can't seem to catch up with some of these pinpoint pitches from Rainey. We said it early in the pregame that Rainey is an expert pitcher, and he's going to be finding his locations. Phillies, though, smashed that one.
That was an absolute rocket towards left field. It almost left the park. Rainey very thankful it didn't, and was able to make the catch at that very low wall here in Colonial Plaza in left field. A very interesting park this one is, with the very low walls at extreme left and right fields, whereas center field is just dominated by that big towering wall. The 2-2 here to Strong is grounded to Rainey. Picks it up, throws it to first. That's out number 2. Blundra Robinson up to bat. Rainey making quick work of the heart of this Yellowfin lineup. High curveball. Townsend's stats starting to go down. Wasn't able to get into that locked in. Just gave up 2 hits, and that's what did him in terms of being able to increase his mojo and prevent those stats from diminishing as far as they had. He gets behind the count 3-0. Phillies taking that one all the way. Another wild pitch here, and that one misses. So a 2-out walk there for Robinson brings up the 6-hole hitter Cole Villarreal. And now decision time here for Rainey. 36 pitches thrown here from Milo Townsend. He's staying in the game. And those stats are going to deplete quickly. Phillies taking off with the lower velo. The curveball in the dirt, that's the pitch to run on, Dwayne.
Yeah, absolutely. Phillies gets in there scot-free. And that's a great way to get a runner in scoring position. Now he needs a hit, and that one, off the glove of the diving second baseman. He's going to try for home. The throw to the plate, not in time.
And fitness down on the fielder there as well for a Rainey. That is not what you want to see. Shepard, down to weak fitness. That's insult to injury right there for Rainey. He is in dire straits now. He made a very good diving attempt, but just unlucky, unable to come up with the ball. And then the injury to boot. And like that, the Phillies yellow fins have taken the lead. And have a runner on first now with 2 outs for Orville Frigate. The runner takes off. It was a hit-and-run attempt, fouled down the first base line. K-Man activates the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Even though those stats are down, the K-Man able to blow it by him. Still, the Yellowfin take a 4-3 lead. 7th inning stretch here at Colonial.
Here's Gemma Rainey. She's got a ton of great stats. Rainey just has to be patient now at the plate. He's down a run once again. It's been really, really back and forth throughout this one.
See if that big power can come in for Rainey. 0 for 3. Renette delivers. The high pitch swung on, grounded towards Strong. Doesn't even hit the ground. Strong able to grab it before it hits the dirt. That's out number 1. First pitch swinging on that low pitch. Villarreal picks it up, throws it to Frigate. 2 quick outs here in the 7th inning. Brings up the pitcher, Milo Townsend. He's done. Kanan Tambor, the pinch hitter. Swings at that one on the ground, but gets between the legs of the pitcher. That's a 2-out single for the Moons. This inning stays alive. Number 6 batter, Kayla Rainey, up to bat. But she might be done. She is. Leonidas Rivas steps in. Very interesting choice. Not a lot of difference between their 2 here.
Yeah, interesting choice by Rainey. Not sure exactly why. I'm gonna have to maybe I'll run back the VOD and see the difference in the stats later. It could be a defense thing, just
I was looking,
switching things up.
Yeah, but why do that at the bat? As that one is lifted to center field, Patel makes the grab easily. The difference there between the 2 players was the one who got switched out, the Rainey, had better contact and it looked like same power. I'm very confused as to what happened there. But regardless, that was a defensive. Ends up being a defensive substitution, as that one is hit towards Rivas now in right field. Throws it to center. Throws it to second base. Keep the runner at first. So a leadoff single there for the Yellowfin. Cart Velasquez comes in to pinch hit here for the Yellowfin, and Micah Jarvis is on the mound now. Low velo, medium junk, low accuracy.
Yeah. Anyway, Rainey can find a ground ball here. He's going to attempt to. The double play would be his best friend. He's got a lot of junk, like you said, so that changeup with some good movement scrapes the top of the zone for strike number 2.
That one is ripped past the first baseman into right field. Rivas picks it up, throws it back into the infield, first and second with nobody out. Justin Shavewell, the lineup turning over here for Phillies Rock. And rips that one up the middle. The bases are loaded for Phillies Rock and the Yellowfin. 4-bar pressure. Rainey needs to keep this game where it is.
Yeah, and in the first inning, he managed to get out of a no-out bases loaded situation by, pitching pretty expertly, getting some soft contact. So let's see how he manages this one. That's deep
Belted.
to left.
Deep left field, grand slam for Phillies Rock and the Yellowfin. Tacking on another 4 runs. They lead it 8-3.
That baby was crushed. Nice swing from Phillies there. Salvador Patel, too, the man who dropped a couple balls in the outfield earlier on, leading to a few of Rainey's runs. Just puts the dagger into the heart of the Moons. Now they have a lot of ground to make up here, and still no outs in the 8th.
And that could be another hit for Phillies. Rainey desperately sliding for it. Can't come up with it. That is a single for Phillies Rock. Still nobody out. Micah Jarvis is rattled on the mound. 5 batters faced, 5 hits allowed, and 4 earned runs. Misses that one high, but still in a good count here. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Perhaps Philly's getting a little over-eager there. That one above the zone brings Micah Jarvis back to tense here as he finally records an out. But that one right in the middle. Rainey has to play that on a hop first and second with 1 out. Close play there at second, actually.
Yeah, I think a slower runner is out there with the arm on Alan Rainey in the shallow outfield. The way that ball was hit, that could have been pretty fortunate for Rainey, but just misses the out. Now he's got to work through 2 runners on still.
The outfield is playing shallow here. Infield at double play depth. That pitch right on the corner for a strike. The 2-2 here from Jarvis. Curveball not even close. Brings the count full. The payoff pitch, curveball in the zone, is hammered, but right towards Shepard. The throw to second in time, on to first. They turn the double play, but the damage is done. The Yellowfin off of a grand slam take an 8-3 lead. Rainey has his work cut out for him. Only 6 outs to work with, trailing by 5.
Yeah, that was the double play he needed, but definitely, a bit too late after giving up that grand slam. Now he needs to exhibit patience. Josh Gibson, who had a big double earlier in the game, is a good candidate to get things started for the Moons.
Rips that one towards right field, but it's going to hang up for Robinson, who plays it, makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up the weak Matthew Shepard, injured on that attempted dive earlier in the game that gave the Yellowfins that 4-3 lead. Bunts that one and will be thrown out with ease at first base. Brings up Odin Washington here. Swings and misses on that pitch. Reticle wasn't even close. Digs for that one. Villarreal picks it up, throws it to first. That is a quick 1-2-3 inning there in the bottom of the 8th. Brings us to the top of the 9th inning. Micah Jarvis staying in, still tense. Gets him to pop up on this one towards Rainey. A bit of a risky route there, but is able to make the catch. That's out number 1. Carno Dismal steps in. That one in there for a strike. The 0-1 is drilled towards center field. Bell's going to have to hustle, and that is the danger of playing shallow. Bell, over his head, has to throw it back in. Is able to keep the runner at second, but still a 1-out double there for Phillies Rock. If you're playing at normal outfield depth there, I got to imagine that's caught.
Yeah, I do believe it is. And Omari Owens helping his own cause there, adding on an insurance run perhaps. Now the runner's going to hold at third base. Phillies playing conservatively there with the base runner, but getting a hit with his relief pitcher. Is still working that bat well.
And that locked-in arm in left field definitely going to hold these slower runners on the base path. Still, runners on the corners here for the Yellowfin, looking to extend their lead as they will not, as Rivas with an amazing sliding catch in right field keeps the game where it is.
That was a great catch there by Rainey and right, like you said, to keep the game where it is. Not a lot of speed on the bases for Phillies, so anything on the ground should be able to provide an easy force, but that one is crushed. Pop Bell, good speed. Ooh, dives in the gap, makes the play for out number 3.
What an excellent dive there from Pop Bell. He will not make that play if they're playing back at shallow outfield, shallow depth like they were doing at the start of the inning. And that made all the difference to keep this an 8-3 game. However, it's still a very much an uphill climb. I also want to say up mountain climb for Rainey. Trailing by 5 here. 8-3 is the score. 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Alan Rainey's locked in. Trying to get something started here for the Moons. Still trying to win their first game of XBL Season 10 here in the AAA. Swing and a miss. Phillies getting him to chase that low changeup. And Omari Owens is locked in on the mound. 0 for 4 is Gemma Rainey. Rainey switching the mute option. Anticipating the end of this game, perhaps. 0 for 4 is Gemma. The 1-2. Broken bat grounded towards Crawford. Going to have to hurry. A lot of speed. Gets it in time, and that's the ball game. The Moons drop game 1 of this series. It goes to the Yellowfin, and Phillies Rock records his first win of Season 10.
Yeah, nicely done by Phillies there to clutch it out and add on those runs late. The grand slam was absolutely huge. Just a major dagger in the heart of Rainey, because I feel like when you look at the scoreboard, this looks like a bit of a lopsided game, but it's not truly representative of how the early innings went. It was really back and forth throughout, and Rainey definitely does well when that plan is working for him. Just when he threw a few mistakes to Phillies, they got punished. Phillies is truly one of the elite hitters in this AAA.
Yeah, Rainey's pitching was something that was kind of a marvel in seasons past. We weren't seeing that much today. Like, he was hitting his marks more or less for a good part of the game, but towards the end, you could see he was hanging a lot of pitches in the zone, just not what we're accustomed to seeing from Rainey, and Phillies wasn't missing a lot of those. Hitting them, of course, that big pivotal grand slam that really put this game away in favor of the Yucca Valley Yellowfin. That one was the the one that made it go the game go the way it ended up going. But when you look at Rainey and the Moons, and something that is kind of baffling to me is the bar lineup right now for Rainey. I was saying this a little bit earlier with the Speed Demons. Usually you see a more prevalence for contact as opposed to speed, and here he's put both 4-bar power, 4-bar speed, and the 5 bars in 4-bar power, 4-bar contact, 5 bars in speed. And in game one, obviously a small sample size, but here just in game one, the power didn't really come into play too much for Rainey. It feels like he's mostly sticking to what he has been able to do in order to manufacture runs in the past, which is get on board any way you can with contact any way you can get it, get on to the base paths, and then run as fast as you can. Use that stealer trait, use those hidden runs, do everything you can. That's how he was able to score most of his runs in game number one. It doesn't look like his game plan has changed up too much from season 9, and yet he is now investing 4 bars in power. It's kind of interesting to just take a look at that and think, well, would that extra bar that he put into power be better spent in bolstering his already good pitching? And would that have made a difference, going up against Phillies Rock, as we saw some of his pitches just not making the cut? More of his pitches, I should say, this season, or this game, rather than we've seen last season, not hitting where we expect them to.
Here we go. We got queued up behind the scenes. Sorry about that. I was messaging our players, so I missed a little bit of what you said. But we're getting rolling here at Apple Field with game number 2.
Apple Field, once again, this will be the home field for Phillies Rock. Here in game number 2 of this series, Phillies looking to start the season off with a big commanding sweep against Rainey. And you can see right there, 2-bar rotation, 2-bar bullpen. I'm not sure if that's going to hurt Rainey or help him down the line. So far, it looks like Phillies has taken complete advantage of that lowly statted pitching staff. Phillies Rock will be pitching first to Pop Bell here. Dunk Downs is on the mound, a 4-pitch arsenal for this starter. Low velo, low junk, good accuracy. Weaver and I were talking about this a little bit in the XBL Series 1. We're going to have another XBL Series, as that one is lined into the glove of Crawford at shortstop. We're going to have another XBL Series after this AAA Series concludes, so don't go anywhere after this game is over. We've got more baseball action here tonight. But Weaver and I were talking a little bit in game number 1 about how we might see a little bit more this season of this pull towards accuracy pitchers. You'll notice Dunk Downs, accuracy is his strongest stat. That hasn't usually been the case for a lot of pitchers in the past, as that one is grounded to Frigate at first, steps on the bag for out number 2. During the end of the last season, they, Metalhead, the developers of this game, introduced a patch which made the pitching minigame slightly more difficult. And that could be one of the reasons, along with some of the rule changes, that we're going to be seeing more accuracy-based pitchers. A 1-2-3 inning off of the bats of the Moons, and now it is Phillies Rock and the Yellowfin up to bat here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, going against Ace Reynolds, who's not the ace of the Moon's pitching staff. That would be Alan Harden, who pitched the last game. But either way, Ace is going to apply his trade here with the 4-seam, 2-seamer curveball and the changeup. No mistakes here from Rainey. That's what killed him in the last one.
And that one is, well, talking about mistakes, that one right by the center fielder, unable to pick that one up, just deviates from the path, turns what could have been a single into a lead-off triple for Phillies Rock and the Yellowfin, especially coming off of a loss in game number 1. That is just a thing that you don't want to have happen. And sure enough, on the next pitch, ripped into left field, an RBI double. The Yellowfin take an early lead.
Yeah, it's a dream start again for Phillies Rock. He's got a 1 run in the early goings of the last game, I believe the first inning, and he's got another one here in game number 2. There's a quick out for Rainey there. First pitch swinging on the changeup, so at least he gets one. He's got to deal with that runner in scoring position still.
Rainey getting Phillies to chase a bit there on the first pitch, perhaps a little bit excited on the what appeared to him, I guess, as batting practice for those first pitches. That one is grounded towards first, steps on the bag for out number 2. The runner does advance from second to third, so 2 outs here for Blundra Robinson, who had a good game in game number 1, currently at a 667 average. Chases that one out of the zone, however, grounds it towards Rainey, picks it up, throws it across the diamond to Tanner for out number 3. So the Yellowfin get 1 off of a defensive mistake from Rainey. They lead 1-0 here in the top of the second, but Rainey wants to answer back, putting that power to use. That baby is gone. Tie ball game.
That home run was absolutely crushed. 418 feet. It looked like it went 460. But absolutely a great job there from Rainey. Sorry about that. I was trying to refresh my stream up a little bit here. But yeah, that was absolutely powdered. He did not miss that one bit. Absolutely capitalizing on the low velo of dunk downs.
Swing and a miss there from Bo Tanner. He's looking to go back-to-back to give the Moons the lead here. It's tied 1 apiece, top of the second. Chases that high pitch out of the zone. Crawford picks it up, throws it to first. That is out number 1 here in the second inning. In steps Kayla Rainey. Dunk downs delivers. Catches the outside part of the plate with a strike. Good pitch there. That one a bit more in the zone. Rainey doesn't miss it, but Crawford with a diving effort. The throw to first, not in time. 5-bar speed coming into play for the Moons.
Yeah, gets that runner on first base by just a hair. Now Josh Gibson, very dangerous catcher. Had a nice RBI double in the first game. Rainey's going to be looking to add to that home run.
And you can see here, Rainey setting up the reticle just a bit on the outside part of the plate, perhaps seeing a bit of a trend to Phillies' pitching strategy as that one is down Broadway a little bit in the zone. It's going to find the gap. Nobody's going to get to it. The runner was taking off, will score with ease. The Moons take a 2-1 lead here in the top of the second, an RBI double.
There he is with Josh Gibson again, just like he did in the first game, answering with a nice double after he gets the speedster on first base. So if he can keep up production like that, he's going to be in really good shape, especially with the bottom of his order.
This is off the glove of the pitcher, throws to first. The runner advances from second to third after a bit of a hesitation. So 2 outs here, a runner on third. Ace Reynolds, the pitcher, looking to extend the Moons' lead here, as well as this inning, where the Moons have scored 2 already. Gets into a good count here against the tense dunk downs. 2-0. This one down the middle, ripped up the middle, and that's another run for the Moons. They lead 3-1.
That's nice for Rainey getting a hit with his pitcher. He gave up a couple of pitcher hits in the first game of this series, so getting one of his own here in game 2, and it's an RBI single nonetheless early on.
That one in the zone, but lifted behind home plate. Will it find the netting? It will, just barely out of the catcher's reach. Yo, one is hammered towards towards second. I should say Villarreal picks it up on the dive and throws him out at first. What a play.
Yeah, that was nicely done there by Phillies Rock to get that play done. Had to stop the rally from Rainey. So nice 3 runs now for the Moons. Let's see if he's able to work with that. Got to be careful with his location, though, as he gives up another leadoff single.
Yeah, Phillies ripping that one into right field. A leadoff hit for the Yellowfin. That brings up Orville Frigate. Phillies, one of those players that can pretty much hit with anybody in the lineup. But so far for Orville, not a hit between games 1 and 2. He's going to try to change that here. A rally starter to get back into this one. They trail by 2 as that one is grounded towards Rainey. The throw to second in time. The throw on to first. A double play. The woes continue for Orville Frigate.
Indeed they do. That one was hit hard as well and pulled, but right to Rainey at third. That one's going to find some grass, though, so Phillies will get the 2-out single. But following that double play, that's got to sting a little bit.
And those speed demons, that's a single, but any player else, I can't think of anybody else where that isn't a double hit into the gap. That one's along the bag. Fair. Rainey is able to play it on the dive, picks it up, throws it to first in time for the out. Are you kidding me?
What a play. That ball was right on the line, and Rainey had to pick it up and make a strong throw to first. He did it well, and just not enough speed for Phillies Rock there on the runner to get the first. That one smashed with the glove of the second baseman. That should be extra bases.
An unlucky break there for Phillies Rock. That one just out of the glove's reach of the second baseman. Ends up going as a leadoff double for Rainey. He is finding his momentum as that one drilled over the head of the shortstop, but he's able to leap up. Very quick leap to make the catch. This one grounded past the pitcher. Crawford picks it up, throws it to first. And some tomfoolery on the base paths here. Rainey able to get back to third, flaunting that speed he has in this lineup.
Yeah, trying to test Phillies there, and there's one right up the middle. Nice hit from Rainey. That ball looked like it was just out of the zone, perhaps, on the inside portion, but he hits it hard, gets it up the chute, gets the 2-out RBI.
Rainey just attacking these pitches thrown by Phillies, not even waiting. Steps on the bag there as it's grounded to first, but another run, productive run there for the Moons. They lead 4-1 here in the bottom of the third. Ace Reynolds is neutral on the mound. 21 pitches thrown here in the bottom of the third. Justin Shavewell at the plate gets into a good count here, 2-0. Curveball in the zone is hammered, but right at Rainey, picks it up, throws it to first. That's out number 1.
Yeah, Rainey needs to keep pitching to contact and finding that contact that he needs to get outs. Philly's showing that he's going to hit the ball hard almost every time he hits it, but if he's able to, keep it within the infield or where his outfielders can reach it, Rainey's going to be in great shape. It looks like he's in a position where he's feeling good at the plate, and he's going to keep trying to tackle on runs.
Couple of expertly placed strikes. Those look like balls on my end, but ended up being called as strikes. The 2-2 here. Changeup over the plate is hammered, but again on the ground at Shepard. Picks it up, throws it to first. That's 2 away. Brings it up Jack Crawford. Gets power versus righties here against Reynolds. First pitch misses outside. Changeup is blasted. Goodbye, tattoo that one. It is gone. A no-doubter makes this a 4-2 ball game.
I thought for a second that had the legs to maybe reach the second or third deck out in Apple Field, in right field there. That was just absolutely clobbered by Crawford. Rainey needs to avoid mistakes like that. A solo shot's not going to kill you, especially if you're adding on insurance runs, but it's only a 4-2 game as it stands right now and still quite early.
Very early here. Only the bottom of the third inning. The Moons lead it 4-2. And behind in the count here is Reynolds. The 3-0 to Mercy Strong. Has the green light. Does he go back to back? He does! That baby's gone. It's a 1-run ball game.
That was crushed back to back, and getting around nicely on the curveball there was Phillies. That's a tough pitch to really put a lot of power on. You got to time it up nicely. Maybe he really thought it was coming.
The green light on the 3-0 made all the difference there for Phillies Rock. All done with 2 outs. Could it be 2 back, and this game is tied?
Wow. I'm pretty speechless. That is absolutely insane. He's just destroying the ball right now. Back to back home runs on match of the week nonetheless. That's rare enough in and of itself.
This is what Phillies Rock is known for. We were talking about it before the game. Lives and dies by the long ball, and 3 in a row here, doing it with his 3, 4, and 5 batters.
Yeah, all with 2
and
outs
then
too.
Draws the walk to bring up Orville Frigate, still looking for his first hit of the season. Could this be the time? Runner on first. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Gets behind in the count now. 0-2. Runner takes off. That one off the plate. Phillies will have second, so the go-ahead run now at second base. Ace Reynolds is tense. The 1-2 is swung on, but on the ground to Shepard. Picks it up, throws it to first, and that will end the inning. Orville Frigate's mojo goes down after that one. We head to the top of the fourth, but it's a brand new ball game. Bottom of the order due up here for the Moons.
Yeah, back to back home runs, but still only solo shots in and of itself. So the game tied. Rainey showing he was productive. He can't let those home runs, really dampen that run parade that he started the last couple innings.
Rainey chasing that one off the plate, grounds out to start the inning. Brings up Matthew Shepard here against Dunk Downs, who is looking to get back out of that tense mojo. Hard to do when you give up 4 runs in 3 innings. But this one is grounded towards third, picks it up, throws it to first. That's out number 2. Brings up the pitcher, Ace Reynolds, who is also tense. So, tense pitcher versus tense pitcher here. Reynolds has a hit off of Downs already in this game, but this one is lifted to right field. And that's a very quick 1-2-3 inning. And just like that, Phillies Rock is back up to bat.
Yeah, now Rainey's got to navigate again with Ace Reynolds. Let's see. His pitch count a lot lower than Harden's was going into this portion of the game, I believe, in game number 1. So if he's able to work a couple innings from Reynolds and preserve time for Milo Townsend to get in the late game, he might be in good shape, but he's really got to do well with his starter here.
1-2 misses inside. Curve ball in the zone. Taken all the way. Strike 3 called. Great pitch there from Rainey.
That was so well placed. What a curveball. All Phillies could really do is stare at it. Even if you swing at it, you're not going to do anything with it.
Hart Velasquez comes in to pinch hit, so that'll be it for the starter for the Yellowfin. A 2-0 from Reynolds gets the call there. The 2-1 going with the high heater again. That time misses just a bit high. The 3-1. And it misses. So that he was able to draw the walk there with 1 out with the pinch hitter. Lineup turns over. Here comes Justin Shavewell. Curveball just a bit high. 1-0 off the tense pitcher. 58 pitches thrown already from Reynolds. That one swung on and missed. The 1-1 is belted deep left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It's just foul.
Wow, that one was
Rainey gets
absolutely
away with
smashed.
that one. This one grounded towards the hole. Rainey makes the smart throw to second and gets the lead runner. Wow.
Yeah, he knew the speed he was working with there. That one was deep in the hole. It's short. So nicely done to get the out at second base. There's good speed with Shavewell at first, but Phillies needs a hit to break this tie.
Oh, I was going to say a 3-0 count, but he chased that pitch well off the plate, brings it to 2-1. And a curve, a nasty curve, finds that corner. A 2-2 count. Inside heater gets him to swing there. Rainey with a good sequence there to retire that batter and end the inning. So the Yellowfin threatened there, but do not score. The game stays tied at 4 as we head to the top of the 5th. And the top of the lineup due up for Rainey is that leaping effort. Miss odds of 10% for Strong at third. You hate to see it, especially when giving up a leadoff hit to a runner like the leadoff runner of the Moons. Look at that. Highest speed possible and stealer trait.
Yeah, Rainey
Chases that first.
Go ahead.
And that'll be out number 1 as that one is lifted to center field. So runner on first still with 1 out. Runner takes off, swing and a miss. Should be in second safely, and they are. The throw not in time.
Nice to eliminate the double play there by Rainey. He might have wanted to hit and run. You can see swinging at the next pitch right down the pipe, but he just misses it. 2-strike
Goes for a bunt against the K-Man. The 2-strike bunt, and is able to lay it down. A risky play there from Rainey, but it pays off big. Gets the runner over.
All he needs to do now is steal home.
We've seen it before. He does not. 99 power, so it was timed well. Just couldn't get the reticle where he needed it. It will be a fly ball to end the inning, so the runner is stranded at third. And now those deadly 3, 4, 5 batters. Home run, home run, home run from these next 3 batters for the Yellowfin. Reynolds stays in. The first pitch is grounded hard. A diving effort by Rainey, unable to come up with it. A leadoff single here for the Yellowfin.
Yeah, it's a good start for the Yellowfin, but not really great for Rainey. That ball was hit hard, so tough to gather with the shortstop. If you can find anything on the ground now and get a double play. Ooh, and the runner's picked off.
And it looked like Rainey just wasn't sure what to do in that situation, and Phillies sending the runner, and it just did not pay off there. Stepped off the mound, was easily thrown out. This one, another diving mistake by one of the infielders of the Moons. So another single, but now it's 1 out with a runner on first instead of no outs and runners on first and second after Phillies threw away that first base runner.
You have to be happy that that doesn't pile on with the original misplay there by the shortstop. Rainey able to get the pick off in between, so not as bad as it could be with only 1 runner on instead of 2. Still looking for that ground ball. Blunder Robinson drew a couple walks in the last game. Let's see how Rainey approaches it.
3-1 low. Instead of taking it, he swings at it out at second on to first. Not in time. Just a bit of hesitation there from the Moon's infielders. Not enough power on those throws. And this one is ripped into the glove of a leaping Rainey at shortstop. What a play.
That was an amazing play. Had to time it right. I don't even know if he needed to jump, but it looked like that was the right move either way, because if you make the play, it's the right move in my opinion. So getting out number 3 and then leading off the next inning with a single. Let's see what Rainey can do to try to break this tie.
Yeah, that one ripped up the middle. Rainey looking to make some noise here in the top of the 6th. Tied at 4 apiece are the Moons and the Yellowfin. Kayla Rainey batting for the Moons. Runner on first. Nobody out. K-Man activates for Jimmy Renette. The 1-2. Off of the plate. Swung on it. Curls fair. Able to pick it up and throw out at first is the third baseman of the Yellowfin. The runner does advance to second. So that go-ahead run in scoring position now for Josh Gibson. Takes off with the low speed. And it's an off-speed pitch in there at third. Safely is the runner.
Yeah, Rainey with a great jump there. Now all he has to do is make contact with the infield back. Gibson gets some wood on it, and that'll score the run.
Yep, Frigate opting to run and to first instead of trying to make a play at home. And that is what the Moons have done in seasons past. And there it is again, manufacturing that small ball run to take a 5-4 lead. Kieran with 2 outs, swings at this one on the 0-1. Lifted to shave well in left field. That is out number 3. But the Moons take a 5-4 lead. Bottom of the order due up. Tense Orville Frigate leading things off, or is he? Looks like Phillies Rock will leave him in.
Yeah, and Ace is going to get another nod here in the 6th. He's approaching 80 pitches. As you can see, his stats are diminishing, but he gets the weak contact there. Jimmy Rainey bare hands it. Makes a nice throw for out number 1. So Rainey plowing through with his starter. Can't make any mistakes.
Brings up Carno Dismal up against Ace Reynolds. 78 pitches thrown. Stats really starting to diminish, but he's getting the job done as that one is weakly hit towards Rainey and shortstop. Throws to first. That's out number 2. This brings up the relief pitcher, Jimmy Renette. Rainey quick pitching, not giving him the chance to take the pitcher out if he wanted to. Has to get some weak contact here. Lifted to Bell in center, and that will end the inning. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for the bottom of the Yellowfin lineup. It is the top of the 7th. The pitcher is done for the Moons, and Kanan Tambor steps in to pinch hit. That one's destined for the gap up the middle. That's a leadoff hit for the pinch hitter. So the Moons have somebody on for the top of this speedy order. Tambor's coming out for a speedy pinch runner. What else would you expect from this team?
Yeah, he's got it built so he can, get on base with those good pinch hitters. And there's Pop Bell dropping down a bunt with no out. So nice sacrifice. Perhaps Rainey wants to get that down the line, but either way, he's going to trust the bats of the meat of his order here, hitting the 2, 3, 4 portions.
And when you look at those stats, why wouldn't you? The power, contact, and speed all off the charts. 99 power, but it's a weak contact off the end of the barrel. Moves the runner from second to third, but out first is Rainey, which brings up Rainey with 2 outs. And runner on third swings at the first pitch, grounded to Frigate, steps on the bag at first. That'll end the inning. So the Moons threaten but do not score as we hit the 7th inning stretch here at Apple Field. Moons going to their bullpen. Micah Jarvis on the mound, facing off against the top of this Phillies Rock order.
Yeah, Micah getting the nod again after game 1. See if he can, repair a few of those mistakes where he let, I believe, 5 or 6 consecutive runners reach base. And then I gave up that grand slam.
Tries to find the outside corner with the curve. Can't do it. A 2-2. Wild pitch. This could be anywhere. It's in the dirt. The payoff pitch from Jarvis. The high curveball swung on and missed. Couldn't lay off it and couldn't make contact.
That absolutely fooled Phillies there. Buckled him. Must have been looking for something else. That curveball, though, is not going to miss as it soars over the heart of the plate. Gets into the gap, and he's got good speed. He might press for third.
He's going to be held up at second, though. The cannon, these arms are absolute cannons in the outfield for the Moons. Surprising you can get that much arm power out there, given the recent arm restrictions in the outfield. Still, Rainey has that going for him. 1 out, runner on second here for Jack Crawford, the number 3 batter. Swing and a miss on the high heat. Whitford trade activates with the 2 strikes. That curveball not close. Tries to find that zone. Can't do it again. The payoff pitch. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. It's ripped over the glove of the leaping third baseman. That'll tie the game. Rainey collects it in left field. A cannon of an arm throws it to second. Not in time. That is a 1-out RBI double, and this game is tied right back up.
Yeah, Phillies does not miss the fastball. When it's somewhere he can reach it, he's going to try and time it up. Even if he hits it to the opposite field, he's going to hit it hard. He's shown throughout this series that his contact is just so strong, and that one's
That one is gone! Belted above the wall in left center field. The Yellowfin take a 7-5 lead.
That one got out in a hurry. I didn't think it really had the legs. I thought, you know, it was going to be a wall shot all day, but it just did not come down.
And is he gonna do it again? Dwayne, Phillies Rock only hits homers back to back.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. That's the 5th home run he's hit in this ball game. I think all solo shots, or the last one was a 2-run homer. Another solo shot to add to it, though. And now he's got himself a 3-run lead. This one's got to sting.
Yeah, Rainey's been... The tale of the tape has been that Rainey needs to find his marks and just hit them. And that has not been what he's been able to do here in this opening series. So far, is that correct? 16 runs allowed against Phillies Rock and his absolutely dominant Yellowfin offense.
He just does not miss a pitch that's over the heart of the plate, whether it be a breaking ball or a fastball. If it's somewhere where he can get good one on it, he's going to hit it hard, and a lot of the time he's going to hit it far.
Orville Frigate still unable to get his first hit of the season as it's lined right into the glove of Shepard. But 4 big runs for Phillies Rock. Takes an 8-5 lead here against Rainey and the Moons. Rainey grounds this one towards Villarreal, picks it up, throws it to first. That's out number 1. A lot of Rainey's run potential has been in getting the leadoff runner aboard, moving him over to third. So time is looking like it's running out for that approach for Rainey in order to make a big impact in this game, trailing by 3 with only a couple innings left to go as he pops out to left field. 2 outs, nobody on for Kayla Rainey.
Yeah, he's got to find that offense. We saw some really good contact towards the middle portion of this game, but Rainey now swinging early and counts again and getting a lot of weak contact. That a quick top of the 8th, and Philly's coming back up to the plate just as soon as he left it.
Yeah, it's a quick 1-2-3 inning. Not what you want if you're a Moons fan, especially considering in the 9th it's going to be the bottom of the order due up for Rainey. The Yellowfin looking to tack on some more runs, and they're going to get it. That baby is gone. 9-5, the Yellowfin lead.
That was just absolutely clobbered again. He's just timing things up so well. I mean, I think it was a fastball. I will have to double check, but if it's remotely over the heart of the plate, especially the straight ball, he's killing it right now.
Jimmy
this is as hot as I've ever seen him.
These hot bats are not cooling down anytime soon. That one's ripped as well, but right into the glove of Rainey at shortstop. Even his outs, especially in this game, a lot of really hard contact, just not getting the lift he needs to push it out of the stadium. More liners right at, or ground balls like this one, although that wasn't very hard contact, was it, as it's a ground out for out number 2. Townsend coming back up to neutral mojo, facing off against Salvador Patel. 2 outs and nobody on here. Contact versus lefties in play for Salvador's. That one is belted, ripped down the third base line. That's a hit. A lot of speed on the bags. That's going to be an easy 2-out double. Mojo up for Patel. And Jack Crawford at the plate again.
Yeah, Rainey just needs to find that 3rd out and maybe give himself a chance in the 9th. If he can continue to manufacture, get the first couple runners on, he could make this thing interesting, but more runs need to be prevented right now.
Struck him out swinging with that high inside strike. Whiffer trade activated, unable to get any contact on it, but now the Moons, trailing by 4, have only 3 outs to work with, and the bottom of the order, starting things off against Omari Owens, who did not allow a single walk or hit in his last appearance against the Moons in game number 1, striking out 1. And add another strikeout to that total as ring him up. Got him swinging.
Yeah, that was nicely done there by Phillies Rock. Good sequence to just get Rainey chasing. Now he's going back after it again. A ton of velo on Owens, so that's going to be working in his favor. And the bottom of that Rainey's order here is it's up to them to get something going.
The 3-0 here, taken all the way in there for a strike. Composed trait is active for Owen as that one drilled but foul down the third base line. Brings the count full, the payoff pitch. Taken all the way, and it's strike 3 called. Back-to-back Ks from Omari Owens. Townsend is done for the day. Odin Washington, the last hope for the Moons. Takes first pitch in there for a strike. The 0-1. Check swing in there for a strike. Owens 1 strike away. Swung on, grounded towards Strong, picks it up, throws it to first, and that's the ball game. Phillies Rock and the Yellowfin start their XBL Season 10 in the AAA 2-0.
What a start for Phillies. He showed his power. We talked about it before the series, and he really backed it up. Rainey really kept things close for a majority of those innings, I would say, throughout the entire series. But when things broke open for Phillies, there was no stopping it. When the mistakes happened, he was just crushing, and that's what happened. You can't stop the tidal wave sometimes.
Yeah, and that was a tidal wave that would be very hard to stop, like you said. Phillies Rock just unstoppable at the plate once the gears started turning, and just home run after home run. You get a little bit of shades of Ashnod's coupon from the XBL, watching just dinger after dinger and feeling like it's just absolutely hopeless against such a powerful hitting team like this one.
That was, like I said after he was hitting, I think the 5th or 6th home run of the game, I said that's as hot as I've ever seen him. I mean, Phillies Rock is somebody who played in the XBL back when it was Xbox exclusive and played above his ego. Then when we brought back the AAA, he rejoined us, and he won most improved back-to-back seasons in the AAA. And now I think he's really going to be showing it. As you can see on opening night here against Rainey, his bats were as hot as they ever were. And if he's like that all season, it's going to be a great season for him, and he's going to be in pole position all the way through, I think.
On the flip side, you have Rainey, who struggled a bit in terms of pitching, which was surprising to me. I'm not sure about you, Dwayne. The pitching wasn't there like we've seen from Rainey in years past or in seasons past. And maybe that has something to do with the 2-bar rotation, 2-bar pen that he's rocking. It just seemed like his pitches weren't as strongly located as they have been in the past. And as a result, Phillies Rock was able to see more pitches to absolutely drill and was able to do things like hit those back-to-back-to-back homers.
Yeah, I think that could definitely have something to do with it. I mean, Rainey's going to be pretty expert with his location. I mean, if he's comfortable with the accuracy he's using, he's going to be able to hit his spots. But the velocity and the junk drop definitely will have something, to do with less success against some of these greater hitters in the AAA. But what Rainey just faced is probably the greatest hitter in the current AAA. So going forward, he won that Von Asen last season on the back of great cerebral pitching IQ. And I think with 2-2 pitching, that's going to really help him versus a lot of the teams in the AAA going forward. But he's going to have to hit his spots. Everybody hits the ball hard if you miss your spot. Phillies Rock just expounded upon that in such a way that we haven't seen him do in ever, and I think that it's telling for his coming season.
And Rainey was also able to put a little bit of juice into some of his swings. Even though he came out with 2 losses in today's series, he was able to absolutely demolish a huge home run there in Game 2, putting my foot in my mouth about the power, having 4 bars in power with the Speed Demon offense. It's a deadly combination when he can get on base. If he can be more productive with those at-bats, if he can find a way to string that together, he's definitely going to be a top contender in this year's AAA season.
Yeah, absolutely. He was ranked number 1 in the power rankings for a reason. His hitting goes hand in hand with his pitching. When he's on fire, when he's getting deep into at-bats, he's going to be crushing the ball with the rest of them. And he just was not really able to exhibit a lot of patience in that series. I think going forward, jitters run down, you're playing either on or off stream, whatever's going on. Either way, he's going to really find a groove, and he's looking good on 83 so far. He put up some pretty good run totals. It's not like he got shut out. So the bats, will come for Rainey, and Phillies Rock tonight able to come away with the spoils.
And congratulations to Phillies Rock on starting that season 2-0, but it's the start of a very long season. We've got a lot of road left to travel, and this is just the beginning, not just of this season, but still opening day. We've played through 2 series, one in the XBL and one in the AAA, but we've got one more XBL series left for you tonight. we have Just No Name taking on Doso. So it's No Name and the No Names taking on Doso and the Firebirds in just a few minutes. We are going to have to go offline for just a moment to get set up for that. But we hope you stay with us so that you can see the conclusion of tonight's opening day ceremonies. That's going to be it for me, Flurabel. The next game will be cast by Weaver for Prez and Mike the Cooch. So I hope you stick around for that. It's going to be an absolutely amazing stream filled with a ton of spunk. And it's going to be a great time for everybody. If you have not already joined our Discord and want to be a part of our community to learn more about the league, more about the goings-on, more about the players, and if you're interested in participating yourself, perhaps in the off-season or in a future season, be sure to join this Discord, talk to the people in this chat. They'll be happy to help you out with it.
Yeah, indeed they will. Thank you, Flurabel, for joining me again tonight. It was a great pleasure to cast these AAA games with you. And like you said, we got Weaver and Mike coming up for you guys. Doso and No Name coming up just a few minutes. So hang tight with us. Refresh the stream in just a couple minutes, or just hang out and chat, or whatever you guys want to do, because the action keeps rolling. And we will see you guys in just a few moments.
Stay safe and healthy out there, everybody. We'll be back in just a few moments.